All right, let's jump right in. Welcome to this explainer, where today we are unpacking an absolute thriller of a T20 match. If you've been following the 2026 Continental Cup, you already know the clash between Belgium and Switzerland was a total nail-biter. We're going to break down exactly how Belgium pulled off a fantastic 16-run victory. We'll look at the strategy, the standout batting performances, and the crucial bowling spells that literally turned the game around, all through the data. So here's our roadmap for today. First, the rise of Belgian cricket. Then, setting the stage, key batting performances, the Swiss chase, crucial bowling spells, and finally, the verdict. Let's get to it. Section 1, the rise of Belgian cricket, a historical journey. What's really fascinating here is just how far back this story goes. When you think of cricket, Belgium might not be the first country that pops into your head, right? But their first international match actually took place way back in 1910 in Brussels, playing against teams like France, the Netherlands, and the MCC. Fast forward a bit to 1991, and they become an ICC affiliate member. But the modern era? That really kicked off in 2019 when the ICC granted full T20 international status to all its members. That led to Belgium's first official T20I against Germany. So this long, steady climb is the foundation for the high-stakes cricket they're playing today in the 2026 Continental Cup. Section 2, setting the stage, match day conditions. So picture this. The battleground is the Moerov-Lacier cricket ground in Bucharest, Romania. And the pitch conditions? Well, they were rated as fast and bounce with average batting conditions. This is absolutely crucial context to keep in mind. A fast, bouncy pitch is kind of like a double-edged sword. It definitely helps pace bowlers extract life from the surface, but hey, if a batsman can get their timing just right, the ball absolutely flies off the bat. Switzerland actually won the toss and elected to bowl first. They were clearly hoping to use that early pace and bounce to rattle the Belgian top order. So right out of the gate, Belgium had to set a target under serious pressure. Section 3, key batting performances, setting the target. 71. Keep this number in your head because this run total from a single player became the absolute anchor of the entire Belgian innings. That 71, that came from the bat of Burhan Niaz, and let me tell you, it was a masterclass. He scored his 71 runs off just 49 balls. The biggest takeaway here is his strike rate, 144.90. On a pitch rated as just average for batting, maintaining a strike rate that high while carrying the whole innings is just phenomenal. He smashed 8 fours and 3 sixes, literally keeping the Swiss bowlers under pressure the entire time. But he didn't do it alone. Check out the supporting fire from Heidi Salah Tarkel. He came in and just blasted 23 runs off only 11 deliveries. That's a strike rate of 209.09. That late, rapid-fire injection of runs, that's almost always what turns a good total into a match-winning total. And this perfectly illustrates how Belgium built their innings. Look at that run progression. It shows incredible consistency. They came out absolutely firing in the power play, putting up 65 runs for the loss of just 1 wicket. But the crazy part is, they didn't really slow down at all. They added 62 in the middle overs and then another 57 in the death overs. They basically never allowed the Swiss bowlers a quiet period to build any dot ball pressure. That relentless phase-by-phase accumulation is exactly how Belgium posted a massive total of 184 for 8. Section 4, the Swiss chase, a mountain to climb. So this was the million-dollar question hanging in the air. Could they do it? 184 is a pretty daunting score in any T20 match. But on a pitch where batting conditions are just average, the psychological weight of that required run rate is immense. Switzerland truly had a mountain to climb, and they were going to need someone to step up and play the innings of their life. To really understand the chase, let's compare the 2 anchor innings of the match. This tells the whole story. First, we have our Belgian hero, Burhan Niaz, with his 71 at a strike rate of nearly 145. Then, we have Switzerland's top scorer, Sahal Tarakil. Now, Tarakil fought valiantly for sure. He scored a very solid 57 runs off 45 balls, hitting 5 fours and 3 sixes. But notice the strike rate, 126.67. Here's the thing. When you're chasing 184, having your anchor striking at 126 means the required run rate for the guys at the other end just keeps climbing. Tarakil's slightly lower strike rate compared to Niaz perfectly reflects how tight the Belgian defense really was. Section 5, crucial bowling spells, defending the total. The bowling figures here paint a picture of absolute discipline. To defend a total like that, you really need two things: wickets and dot balls. Zaki Shah and Ahmad Khalid Ahmadzai provided those crucial breakthroughs. Both bowled their full 4 overs, both picked up 2 vital wickets, and both went for around 8 runs and over. Ahmadzai specifically got the Swiss captain out early on, which was huge. But then there's Ravi Thapliol, 4 overs, just 22 runs allowed, taking 1 wicket. An economy rate of 5.50 in a high-scoring T20 match is basically gold dust. He essentially threw a wet blanket over the Swiss medal order. He suffocated their scoring options and forced them to take desperate risks against the other bowlers. Just a brilliant spell. Section 6. The final verdict. A complete performance. So, when the dust settled after 20 overs, it was clearly a complete team performance. Switzerland could only manage 168 for 7, meaning Belgium secured a brilliant 16-run victory. The narrative of this game is crystal clear. Burhan Niaz's explosive batting set an imposing target, and then that incredibly disciplined bowling trio of Shah, Ahmadzai, and especially Thapliol executed a flawless defensive strategy on a fast, bouncy track. Which leaves us with this final thought. From their very first match in 1910 to putting on a tactical masterclass in the 2026 Continental Cup, Belgium's cricket journey is gaining some serious momentum. With performances that so perfectly balance aggressive batting and clinical bowling, you really have to wonder, just how high can this Belgian squad climb in the global T20 rankings? They're definitely a team you'll want to keep on your radar. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.